When your cat walks on you at night, do you actually know what they're trying to say? Most people think it's hunger, or warmth, or just cats being cats. But behind that behavior, there's something most owners never figure out. And if you've been responding the wrong way, which most owners do, you might be sending your cat exactly the wrong message back. Let's start with what's really happening. Stay until the end, because I'm going to show you the one thing your cat does during these nighttime visits that tells you exactly how they feel about you. Not just that they're attached, something much more specific. And when you hear it, you'll never see these midnight interruptions the same way again. Point 1, they're making sure you're still alive. Have you noticed your cat always lands on your chest? Not your legs, not the empty side of the bed, your chest. Most people think it's random. It's not. Your cat has spent the whole day reading you, your movements, your voice, your reactions. Then the lights go out. You stop moving. You go silent. To your cat's senses, you've essentially disappeared. So they come to check. They step onto your chest because that's where your heartbeat is, where your breathing moves the surface, where the proof that you're still here is impossible to miss. A 2019 study in applied animal behavior science found that cats in bonded households show consistent monitoring behavior toward their primary caregiver. And it increases significantly at night when visual cues disappear. Your cat isn't being annoying. They're making sure they haven't lost you. And the reason they come to you specifically, not the sofa, not anyone else that's coming. And it goes back further than you'd think. Point 2, they're reclaiming you. Ever wonder why your cat doesn't just sit next to you? Why they have to walk across every single inch of you? Most people think it's neediness. Here's what's actually happening. Your cat has sent glands in their paw pads. Every step they take on your skin, your blanket, your pillow, they're leaving a chemical signature. One that says to every other animal in that house, this one is mine. But here's the thing. During the day, that claim fades. You shower, you leave, you come back carrying other scents. By bedtime, your cat's ownership of you has basically expired. So every night, they renew it. Researchers at the University of Lincoln found that cats in multi-pet households do this significantly more than cats who live alone. When there's competition, the marking becomes urgent. That slow walk across your body isn't affection. It's a reclaim. Your cat is rewriting their signature on you before the night is over. And if that just changed the way you see your cat's midnight routine, hit like and subscribe. This channel exists to help cat owners understand what their cat has been trying to tell them all along. You just needed someone to translate. Point 3, they heard something you never will. Have you ever been deep asleep and your cat suddenly stands up on your chest, wide eyes fixed on the wall, completely still? Most people write it off as the middle-of-the-night crazies. Your cat heard something real, you just can't hear it. Cats detect sounds up to 64,000 hertz. Human hearing stops at around 20,000. There's an entire layer of sound happening in your home right now that your ears don't register. Pipes, insects, animals outside. All of it invisible to you. When something in that range catches your cat's attention, they don't investigate alone. They move to the highest, safest, most trusted surface in the room. At night, that's you. A study in animal cognition found that cats distinguish between familiar and unfamiliar sounds even while resting, and respond to unknown sounds with immediate alert posture. They are never fully off. Your cat standing on your chest, staring at nothing isn't paranoia. That's your cat deciding whether you need to know about something yet. Point 4, you are the warmest thing in the room. Why does your cat always find the single warmest spot on your body, not near it, on it, every time? Most people think cats just like heat and you happen to be there. Here's what's really happening. A cat's resting body temperature sits between 38 and 39 degrees Celsius, slightly higher than yours. That means they lose heat faster, especially at night when the house cools and there's no sunlight to absorb. So they run a scan. That slow walk across your body, legs, stomach, chest, that's not aimless. They're pressing their paw pads against each zone, measuring temperature, moving toward the warmest point. Your core generates the most consistent heat in the bed. They found that out a long time ago. Research on feline thermoregulation confirms that cats actively seek and position themselves on optimal heat sources, not just nearby ones. And the behavior gets worse every winter. Not because your cat loves you more in December, because the gap between the room temperature and their body gets bigger and you become more valuable. You're not convenient, you're the best option in the room. Point 5, they trained you without you noticing. Has your cat ever escalated, starts on your legs, moves to your stomach, sits on your face, puts a paw directly on your mouth. Most people think their cat is spoiled. Your cat built a system, and you funded it. Cats are crepuscular, wired to peek at dawn and dusk. While you're in your deepest sleep at 5 a.m., your cat is at their most alert and energized. The first time they walked on you and you responded, got up, fed them, even just moved, their brain recorded it. Walking on the human produces results. So they started earlier, added steps, escalated faster. Every reaction you gave was training data. A study from the University of Zurich found that cats anticipate feeding times within a 15-minute window and begin attention-seeking behavior before it arrives. That's not impatience, that's planning. Your cat didn't demand breakfast. They engineered a system to guarantee it. That's not spoiled. That's one of the most intelligent things a domestic animal can do. Point 6. You feel like the safest place they've ever known. Remember at the start when I said there's one thing your cat does during these visits that tells you exactly how they feel about you. This is it. Have you ever felt your cat settle on your chest and then their paws begin to move? Slow, rhythmic, pressing in and out. Cat owners call it making biscuits, but what it actually is the first memory your cat ever made. When kittens are born, kneading is the very first thing they learn. They press against their mother to stimulate milk. That motion carries warmth, safety, closeness, everything that feeling safe ever meant to them. That behavior never leaves. So when your adult cat kneads on your chest in the dark, their nervous system is replaying the oldest, deepest sense of safety they have. And the reason they're doing it on you, not the blanket, not the sofa, is because something about you triggered it. Your warmth, your breathing, your heartbeat under their paws. Veterinary behaviorist Dr. Karen overall notes that kneading in adult cats is most commonly directed toward their primary attachment figure. The one person their nervous system has decided feels like safety. You don't feel like a bed to your cat. You don't feel like a heat source. You feel like home. The next time your cat walks onto your chest at 3 a.m., you'll know exactly what's happening. They're checking you're still here, reclaiming you, guarding you, warming themselves on the one source they trust most. And if their paws start moving, that's not a habit. That's your cat telling you in the only language they have that you are the safest place they have ever known. They walk across the whole bed to get to you, every single night.